Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to talk about those ridiculous Reshiram and Zekrom cards that are coming in Black Bolt and White Flare. They've been revealed in English. I'm going to show you them in English, but if you're thinking, hang on a second, Wassy, I don't just need to see them. Well, maybe you don't, although I think you do. But maybe you don't. Well, I've done some digging. And I've done some maths, and I've looked at some numbers, and I think they might have just inadvertently confirmed some other cards that are coming, which is obviously not guaranteed. But it does seem like it might be happening. Let's explain, shall we? So starting off then, Pokemon have gone and revealed in English the Reshiram and Zekrom. They are basically redonkulous. They phrase it like this. These two return to the spotlight as black and white rare, that is the official terminology, Pokemon EX with unique foil and texture treatments that lean into a style like the original Reshiram and Zekrom full art cards. Notice black and white accent across both cards, creating contrast and showcasing the balance of the two shades. Relive your journey through Unova and bask in the glory of these two legendary Pokemon in this gorgeous new rarity. And of course, we got the old ones. Let's take a look at the versions that were reprinted in Generations, or Celebration. It was Celebration, there we go. Regardless, these are the ones that were initially around in black and white, got reprinted in Celebration, and they're awesome. They're really cool. And these new ones might be even better. They are absolutely stunning. And if we go by the Japanese release, which I think it's fair to go by, these are the two biggest cards in the set. These are absolutely the two biggest cards in the entire set. And these are going to be absolutely huge. Although there might be an exception for the English set. We'll get there in a minute. So, yeah, just absolutely flat out, over the top, stunning cards. And we haven't seen nice clear scans, which is a little bit sad. But what we have seen here is a nice little video showing them off. And they are just absolutely stunning. And obviously the Reshiram is white with black accents, and the Zekrom is black with white accents. And we add them all together, and we get something which is frankly a little bit special. I absolutely adore these cards, and I can't be the only one, right? They are absolutely stunning. There will be other versions of them in the set. Obviously, there will be just, regular versions of Reshiram and Zekrom as well. So, you don't need to worry like that. These are going to be available cards. You don't have to get the ridiculously rare ones in order to play them. That would be inconvenient for all involved, I think is fair to say. And they have given us a nice little look in the video here where we actually get to take a good look and admire them. It's wonderful. Here's the thing, though. We can actually take a little bit of a look at the numbering of the cards. Because the numbering of the cards is extremely interesting. Especially when we compare them to their Japanese counterparts. And then there's no ifs, buts, or maybes here. This was literally just in the reveal video. So we know that Zekrom is number 172 and the Reshiram is number 173. Why does that matter? Because that's not the same set number as the Japanese cards. And they should be largely the same. Not exactly the same, we'll get there in a second. But you'll notice they're both out of 86, both in Japan and over here. Now in Japan, they are both 174 out of 86. But here, because obviously they're overnumbered because they're secret rare. But here, Zekrom is 172 and Reshiram is 173. And they should be lower than 174. But they should be a little bit lower than they are. Because remember, we've got the Elite Trainer boxes. And the Elite Trainer boxes have promo cards, which are illustration rares taken out of the set. So the Black Bolt Elite Trainer box has Thunderous, and we know at this stage that when a card is used as a promo like this, they are removed from the set. And White Flare has Tornadus. So that should lower the number of each of them by 1. So rather than being 174, like they are over in Japan, they should in fact be 173. But actually, we can go a little bit lower again, because it's not just the Elite Trainer boxes that have promos here that should be taken out of the set. We've also got those tech sticker collections that I showed you the other day that also have illustration rares which were in the set in Japan, which will be taken out over here. So we've got Black Bolt, which has Reuniclus, which Japan had in the set, but will be taking out to put in the tech sticker collection. And then White Flare has got Gothitelle, which in Japan is in the set, but over here should be taken out to be used as a promo in the tech sticker collection. So now they shouldn't be number 174, they should be number 172. Because essentially we have taken out 2 cards from each set, one for the Elite Trainer box, one for the tech sticker collection. 2 fewer secret rares in each set will bring the number down by 2, because these are essentially the final cards, so they should be 172. Except that's not right either, because Black Bolt should actually have 1 more card removed from the set. We've got the Victini, which is coming in that Victini collection. That's the illustration rare which is taken out of the set to be used in here. And that should actually put Zekrom down to number 171, while Reshiram is number 172. Well, Zekrom is 172 and Reshiram is 173. Both of these cards are 1 number higher than they should be. And to be clear, every time Pokemon's done something like a blister or a tech sticker collection, they've taken that card out of the set. Every time Pokemon takes one of these illustration rares to put in an Elite Trainer box, they take it out of the set. The only exception here is if we go to, say, Journey Together. I will concede that the Reshiram from Journey Together, the End's Reshiram, was included as a promo in the Enhanced Booster Box, while also being in the set, and it was just stamped in the Enhanced Booster Box. But 2 things. Firstly, we've seen the promos in the products. They aren't stamped. So there goes that argument. And secondly, the Enhanced Booster Box was very limited. Pokemon had to make the promo a lot less interesting, so making it a reprint with a stamp was the way to do so. But I'm certain that's not happening here, because if they were putting it in the set and then giving it to us as a promo stamped, the promos would be stamped. Look at the tech sticker collections, not stamped. Look at the ETB promos, not stamped. Okay, the Pokemon Center stamp is on some of them, but not the set logo. So no, these are being taken out of the set. So hang on a second, both Reshiram and Zekrom are 1 spot higher in the set than they should be. Zekrom is 172 when it should be 171. 174 minus the 3 cards we know are taken out the set. And Reshiram is 173 when it should be 172. 174 minus the 2 cards we know are removed from the set. What's been added in, and as far as I'm concerned here, there are only, and they have to be secret rares incidentally, because they're out of 86. So we know the main sets of 86 are the same as Japan. They have to be because they're out of 86 and we're out of 86. So these 2 extra cards, which have been added in to push Reshiram and Zekrom up, they have to be secret rares. That's the only explanation. They have to be secret rares. We do have 2 secret rares here. We do have 2 secret rares that Japan got as essentially tournament promos that we haven't had yet. One of which is Full Art Cherin. Full Art Cherin isn't in the set. It is only being given out as a promo card over in Japan. And if you added that into White Flare, for instance, then that would make absolute perfect sense. You take 2 cards out as promos, you add 1 card in, and then Reshiram should be 173 rather than 174, and it absolutely is. I'm not saying Full Art Cherin is in the set. We don't have that confirmation. We cannot say for certain because we haven't been told. But I've just gone through the numbers for you, and the only explanations are Pokemon does something weird that they've never done, like have an exact reprint of an illustration rare as a promo as well as being in the set, or Pokemon have added a secret rare into each set, which is by far the more likely of the outcomes here. By far the more likely of the outcomes. So if Cherin is one of them, what's the other one? Red Victini. And now, I'm not saying Red Victini is going to be in there, but again, if we put Cherin into White Flare, let's put Victini into Black Bolt. We take 3 cards out of the set to use as promos. We add in Red Victini, and then Zekrom should be 172, 2 below the Japanese numbering of 174, and it is 172. So I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, it's not confirmed, it's not official, it's not guaranteed to happen or anything like that. But this seems very sensible to me. If you asked me with no data or anything like that, just off the top of my head, do I think they'll put Red Victini in the set for us? My answer would have been no. My prediction would have been, I don't think Red Victini's making it into the set. But I'm running through here, and the only thing that makes sense to me, and I've explained it in great detail, the only thing that makes sense to me is that they're adding 1 secret rare into each set, and that will then fix the numbers. And they have to be Cherin and Victini, or something that we've not seen before. And yes, there is absolutely a possibility that they are just randomly adding in a card we've never seen before. That there are secret rares that Japan hasn't had that we suddenly get. Do I think that's happening? No! I don't think that's happening. But I do concede that technically there is a possibility that that happens. I don't believe it. I don't think that's the case, but I do concede it could happen. To me, by far the most likely outcome here is that Cherin and Victini get put into the set. I'm not guaranteeing it. I'm not confirming it. I can't. But I have shown you the information we've got. I've run through everything here to try and make sense of it. And essentially, the thing that makes by far the most sense is that we are getting these 2 as cards in our set. And that is incredibly interesting. The other thing we've got to bear in mind here, and I don't think this is a positive, these cards, Cherin and Victini, they're not equal cards. So whichever set gets the Victini over the Cherin will be by far the more interesting of the 2 sets, because it will have 2 ridiculous chase cards rather than 1. So there we go. That's what you need to know. And now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about the Reshiram and Zekrom in this set. Tell me if you believe we're going to be getting Victini and Cherin in the set. Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. And get shoutouts on the channel, like the lovely Kanto Royalty, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.